Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Team Luke 1665 Gaming here, back with another video. We're back at it again for another NFL Weekly Predictions video. Sorry if I don't sound right or if I'm not talking loud enough. I don't feel good today. I got sick. I think I'm not like really contagious. I got fever, and yeah, my body's just been off, and I'm just trying to take it easy today. But sorry that's a little late. We're gonna get into the video shortly, but first, I wanted to show you my takes for week number 2. First off, I'm gonna show you them right now, or like I reviewed. For the Eagles Vikings game, I did not expect it to be a close game. Defense did bad for the Vikings. Jalen Hurts didn't play that. He played decent, but he didn't have the day. Like what I'm talking about. Eagles defense did get big plays actually because they forced 4 turnovers, maybe more, but like they forced 4 fumbles, and the Eagles got 4 recoveries, and yes, I guess that hit. Kirk was going to do decent, but he will struggle against his off with his offense. I was absolutely wrong on that. The defense did get torched, but Kirk Cousins had a day. So yeah, I was wrong off that. I'm not gonna do like any you know any predictions like that. Possibly I'll do another one if y'all are interested. But here are some of the predictions like I said. But yeah, Josh Allen was lighted up. Gabe Davis, I think he did get a touchdown. Devontae Adams did get 1 touchdown, but he only got one. But the Raiders offense after their first draft, they just looked terrible. But I want to take a second of this. Joe Mixon did get stuffed. Lamar will make plays. I don't know if he was the leading rusher, but he did a great day throwing the ball. But look at the score, what it ended up. I had the Bengals winning that game 27-24, but if you look, the Ravens won. And I had the exact numbers correct. But I had the wrong team and the wrong score. If you swap 24-27, I would have gotten that my first probably ever score prediction right off this series. The Chiefs Jaguars, like I said, wasn't very special. It was like really defense, way less points. I didn't expect it to be that type of game. Chargers Titans, it did went to overtime, but way more points, a few more points were scored, but Titans just won in overtime. Packers Falcons, Packers you've sold, and the Falcons won. Jordan Love, you can read my takes right here. Quentin Johnson did not get his touchdown. Justin Herbert got a passing touchdown, probably to Keenan Allen. Seahawks, I had this correct. Shootout game wasn't 33-30, but it was 37-31. Tyler Lockett and Geno Smith and Jared Goff was all correct. I think the only wrong take was going to be Jahmyr Gibbs, and both defenses were going to be an issue. I think the only wrong take about this one is Jahmyr Gibbs because he didn't really do much. Colts Texans, Anthony Richardson proved that he's talented. Even though he got injured, he scored 2 rushing touchdowns. CJ Stroud, that take I was absolutely wrong on. And Josh Downs and Michael Pittman, I don't think they both got a touchdown. They might have, I don't remember. But man, CJ Stroud had a day. He did get sacked 6 times, but he did not throw 1 interception. But he did. Stroud was pressured and he got sacked 6 times. But he had a great day, to be honest. Even though the score wasn't like by 2 scores, but man, that was off. This one was absolutely wrong. This game it was wrong. Justin Fields just sucked, and Baker Mayfield did play well, and I was wrong on that game. Giants, we don't want to talk about this game at all. You guys looked awful, even though you did win and came back. I don't want to talk about it. 49ers Rams. This game was kind of right. I said it would be a close game. 49ers barely beat the Rams in a decent game for both teams. Rams are surprising people, but the 49ers will continue to be a top 5 team. That was absolutely a hit. Jets Cowboys. I don't. Dak did not throw an interception. The Dallas offense just did its job. The defense did its great job. Jets, they scored only 10. The Cowboys scored 30. Let's not talk about that. Commanders, Broncos. Broncos, you guys are an embarrassment. You guys are 0-2. Yeah, not looking good for y'all. Dolphins, Patriots. Kind of like the score was almost right. But Tua didn't really look the best, but the Patriots wouldn't catch a break because they I was kind of right because they had the challenge and I don't know they reviewed it and he was short of the first down and yeah they can't catch a break. But it was challenging for that game to be honest. Steelers bounced back. They did not have an elite day. It was an ugly win, and then Carolina and Bryce Young did not have a decent day. He did throw a touchdown, no interceptions. DJ Chark did not get a touchdown. Saints defense was great. It was not bad. Panthers don't have any chemistry. I was correct on this, but the Saints offense is not didn't have the best day either. It was more of a defensive game. But yeah, that was it for my week two takes. I'm not gonna do any week three takes this week because I'm kind of I'll note some games like what I think will be a lock and you get it. But I'm not gonna do any prediction or any hot takes this week based off the games. I'll probably do it again next week, and I'll react to week three games. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But our first game, Giants 49ers. This is my lock, one of my locks of the week. I have the San Francisco 49ers blowing out the Giants by a final score of 37-13. I just see Daniel Jones throwing an interception and just getting crumbled off the 49ers defense. It would be a great. I don't think the Giants are going to win this game at all, but if the Giants can make it a close game, they'll be fine, I would say, but they still have a tough schedule. But Giants, all I'm asking in this game, have a competitive, make it close at least. If you guys make it close, it's a win. But I don't think you're gonna win this game at all. It's gonna be rough, but I wish you guys the best. While the 49ers defense, offense, I think it's gonna do its job. I think CMC might not be used as much, but other than that, I think the 49ers offense is gonna have an elite day, and so is the defense. Next up, we have the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. If Anthony Richardson plays or whatever the quarterback is, I think this is going to actually be a close game. Even though rookie quarterbacks don't play well in Baltimore, like they showed to CJ Stroud, he didn't play bad. He played decent, but like Ravens defense was just locking down. So yeah, personally in this game, I have the. It's gonna be a close one, but I don't think the Colts will have enough to win this game. But the Colts will score points. Ravens defense will struggle a bit, but it's not gonna be enough. I think Baltimore will be another team that will remain undefeated. By the final score being 28-20. Great win for Baltimore. Next up we have is the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. I think this is an upset based off ESPN odds. I think the Browns are favored by 3.5, and I just don't see Cleveland winning this game. The Browns' offense does not look good at all. Deshaun Watson has to step it up, but he's being pressured. Not like by his offensive line, I don't think, but that could be the case. But his fans are like screaming, and he's under so much pressure for them to like do something. But personally, I don't see the Browns winning this game. Sorry for my stutter. I'm trying to make sure I talk correctly, but it's going to be a low-scoring game. Personally, I think Tennessee will barely get the job done, pull another upset. Possibly they could be a sneaky team this season. But I have the Titans winning this game 17-13. Low-scoring game, but it's not going to be enough for Cleveland. It's going to be a defensive battle, but not enough at all. But Titans get the job done by a final score being 17-13. I'm just saying wrong stuff. Our next game we have is the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. Personally, this is a trap game for Miami. I think 100% this could be an absolute trap game for Miami, but it is going to be really, really close. I see both offenses going off, but I think the Broncos are going to fall short yet again of another win. They're going to start off 0-3. That's incorrect. I see this really being a close game at full cost. I think could be one of the games of the week. But I think Miami gets the job done, has a great day on offense. Defense struggles a bit. It's going to be a shootout game, close game, but close game, I think. Sorry for saying the same word. I'm off. But Miami wins it 29-28. Close game, but trap game for Miami as well. Next up, Patriots Jets. I have the Patriots winning this game. If Zach Wilson can play well against New England, I don't think they're gonna win, but this could be a plus for Zach. But his history, he struggles against New England, and I think Bill Belichick's gonna take advantage of him. And I think the Jets are gonna struggle offensively because Zach Wilson can't do much, and he's gonna get pressured by the Patriots and Bill Belichick. But personally, I think it's a blowout, 24-7. Patriots, Jets are in some trouble here, but the Patriots finally get win number one on the season. They will beat the Jets 24-7. And our next game is the Bills and the Commanders. I have this one also being another close game. This one could be like interesting for Washington. This is a real test for them because this is their first tough opponent, and Sam Howell was great against Denver's defense, but this is an actual test. If Sam Howell can perform well, I think the Commanders could be a dark horse wildcard team this year. But personally, I don't see them winning. It's going to be a great day for Washington, but I just don't think it'll be enough to beat Buffalo. I think the Bills will bounce back, continue on their roll, but Bills win 31-23. Washington will suffer its first loss. Buffalo will get another win. The next game we have is the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. I could see this also being another upset for the Falcons, but I just don't see it. I think the Lions are going to bounce back from their tough loss. Their defense is going to be a little bit of an issue, but personally, I think the Lions get it done with Jared Goff and his offense. While the Falcons are going to be in this game with their rushing attack, I think Desmond Ridder might have another rough day, but I think he could throw better. I think if he doesn't carve up the Lions defense, that's going to be bad for Desmond Ridder. But the Lions are going to get done here by the final score being 27-23, and they will bounce back from the tough loss to Seattle. The next game we have is the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Packers are going to bounce back off that tough loss. They choked, but I think they'll bounce back. New Orleans will suffer its first loss. I don't like the Saints offense right now because it hasn't formed chemistry yet between its team. But I think it'll get its groove on real soon, but I just don't see it happening just yet. But the Packers offense, it looks great. I mean, Jordan Love might be inaccurate a little bit, but he's throwing. He has 2 straight games with 3 passing touchdowns, and he could be a great quarterback. And I think Jordan Love is going to have another great day and shows flashes of him being good. I mean, it's going to be the Saints and Packers defense might make plays, but it's going to be close. But unfortunately, I have the Packers getting it done here. I want the Packers to win. They're not my favorite team. I just don't like the Saints. But I do have respect for Derek Carr because he was a Raider. And I just don't like the Saints, man. They just irritate me. And so does the Falcons. But I see the Packers winning this game. It's going to be close. Good effort by both teams. But I just see the Green Bay Packers winning 24-20. Next up we have is the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And now, personally, in this game, I don't see Houston winning at all. But I think C.J. Stroud might be the best QB in the draft class as of right now. I think he's still going to continue to show flashes of him being really good at quarterback as a rookie. But I know he's going to have some struggles probably eventually. But I see C.J. Stroud being their franchise quarterback right now. Even though it's only one good performance as of right now, but I just see him continuing to do good. I don't think Jacksonville's defense is that great yet. I think Jacksonville's defense is not great yet. I mean, look, they've allowed 21 points to Anthony Richardson. They only allowed 17 points to Mahomes. That's good, but I think they're going to struggle against the Texans offense because I see the Texans offense looking good against the Colts. It might be their defense having an issue, but like, for the Colts defense, but like I just see Stroud performing well. But it's not going to be a win for for Houston. But the plus side is Stroud's going to continue to develop and look like a good quarterback. Get the man some offensive line help and get the man at his defense so they can start competing. But Jacksonville wins it 30-21. And our final morning window game and possibly the game of the week, the Chargers and the Vikings. Two 0-2 teams that should be 1-1 personally, because Minnesota should have beaten Tampa Bay, but they just choked that game. And the Chargers, I probably had a feeling they were gonna lose to the Dolphins, but they should have not lost to Tennessee. That's why they need to fire Brandon Staley. And the Vikings, they have a rough start, so I mean, I just don't know, man. But the Chargers will lose a third straight game, man. Brandon Staley's getting scorching hot on the hot seat, man. It's gonna be a shootout game. Justin Herbert and Kirk Cousins are gonna have themselves a day. Both defenses suck. And I just see this game potentially just being a shootout. This game is probably going to be like at least 60 plus points total scored. Probably. But Vikings win it. Real good shootout battle. 38-35. And next up we have is the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. I just don't see Andy Dalton performing well. As you know, it's been announced that Bryce Young's doubtful to play week 3. And yeah, I mean, Andy Dalton, he's finally going to get a shot at starting. I think it's a good opportunity for him because I think Bryce Young's kind of struggling. He's under a lot of pressure, but who knows, man? Who knows? But the Carolina Panthers are probably not going to win this game. I hope they do, but I hope it's a close fight. But I see this game being the final score of 23-17 Seattle. It's going to be close, probably, but it won't be enough for Carolina as they're going to start 0-3. Their groove is not going to be there yet, probably. Probably in the middle of the season, I think Carolina's offense will probably be cooking, and Bryce Young probably will wake up and have his potential to be a star quarterback. And the next game we have is the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. We're not going to talk much about it, but Trayvon Diggs is indeed out for the season. It sucks for the Cowboys, but I think they're still one of the best defenses in the league. Top 2 or top one of the best defense in the league. No doubt about it. But lockdown game, I think this is another lock, and there's no way the Cardinals beat the Cowboys. Absolutely no way. 52-10. The Cardinals are just going to be abysmal out there against the Cowboys. There's just no way. If the Cardinals win, that will just be wild. And our final game of the Sunday ticket window is the Bears and the Chiefs. This is going to be another blowout. I might see it as a lock, but they're going to win 35-13. I'm not going to talk much about this game either. At all. And then the Steelers and the Raiders, Sunday Night Football. Tie. I'm going to be surprised if this happens, but I doubt it will. But I'm going to go with the tie between the Steelers and Raiders. The offense looks bad for Pittsburgh right now. I know they face San Francisco and Cleveland. Their both defenses are just probably great. And the Raiders, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to look like. I mean, they own Denver, so that was probably a free win. But the Bills, I knew they were going to get destroyed probably because they suffered an embarrassing loss to the Jets. But this game is going to be a tie, and by the looks of it, it kind of gets easy for Vegas. I mean, this is a winnable game, possibly, probably not. Packers, I really don't know about this one. This could be either. It could go either way. Patriots, this is a winnable game. Bears, winnable. Lions, probably not. Giants, winnable. Jets, probably. You know what? Actually, this is a winnable game. Miami, probably not. Chiefs, probably not. Vikings, probably not. Like they're tough. They're tough schedules coming. Like in the middle of the season between the Dolphins, Chiefs, Vikings, and Chargers. And the Chiefs, Colts, and Broncos. So, I mean, it doesn't get any easier for the Raiders. But I think it's going to be a tie between the Steelers and Raiders. I mean, I'm not going to talk much about it. I'm just going to give my score predictions right now. And next game, my both Monday Night doubleheader. I have both road teams winning. If Bengals have Joe Burrow starting, this could be a win for Cincinnati. But you might want to sit him out. Why? Because he has calf is lingering, and it could be bad. It could be a tear, a potential Achilles tear, and you don't want to get this man hurt for later on the season. You don't need him right now. Put him on the bench. Give him time to heal up for like 4 weeks at least. Why am I saying that? According to their schedule, it kind of gets easier for them. I know they have to go face Tennessee. They're kind of good. I wouldn't say they're the best team at all. But the Cardinals, that's a free win. There's no way you lose to the Arizona Cardinals. And then the Seahawks, that's going to be a tough game. But I see you guys getting the job done. But I would say Russ Burrow for 4 games at least. You got to Russ Burrow for 4 games probably because if he lingers his calf again, just the season's over. You don't want to mess up Burrow for a potential playoff run. I know it doesn't get any easier for him as the schedule gets progressively harder. If I'm saying if he comes back against San Fran, it doesn't get any easier because he has San Fran, Buffalo, Houston, Baltimore, Pittsburgh for his first 5 games back. I would say if he does come back at that time. Then he has Jacksonville, Indy, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Kansas City, and Cleveland. So this could be a tough stretch for Burrow. He's gonna have to go get big wins, but this might not be good for Cincinnati at all. They suffered 2 big losses. I mean, I had a feeling they were gonna lose to Cleveland, but they should have won against Baltimore at least once, or they might do it in the road, but they should have beat Baltimore at home. But their offense is struggling right now. They did perform better in week 2, but I don't know, man. But I'm going to give you my final scores right now. Eagles continue their roll. Buccaneers suffer their first loss. Close game, 2-score game, 31-20. And Rams Bengals, close game, 24-21. I hope you guys enjoy my Week 3 NFL predictions. If you did, leave a like down below and subscribe. And we'll get into I'm going to do Week 4 takes like next time how I did Week 2. And I'll do my reactions for Week 3 probably next week. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out, y'all. Sorry if I didn't sound the greatest. Not feeling well. Alright. Bye, guys.